Welcome back to the channel. How is everybody doing today? I am back with a little video. I hope that will give you a little encouragement, a little uplifting during these times. As you all know, during this season, often there is a lot of people who are experiencing holiday blues, Christmas blues, and because many different reasons. It could be that they don't have anyone to share the holidays with. Oftentimes it reminds them of people that they have lost, that have gone on, have passed on, and it's hard to celebrate at this time. Sometimes it could just be you're suffering from depression at this time, or maybe you have the stresses of gift giving. Sometimes that can cloud your mind. But I wanted to possibly, hopefully, say some things today that will give you a little bit of hope, that will encourage you a little bit during this season of holidays blues that we can sometimes experience. I've experienced it before, especially during the pandemic when I wasn't able to travel much, and I was watching via social media all of the gatherings that my children was having with their families, and I felt a little left out, I felt a little lonely. And other times, not just during the pandemic, but it's happened throughout my time when I've been away and was not able to travel due to my work schedule and things like that. So I understand what that feels like, and also being reminded of people that you used to spend this holiday with and they have gone on. So oftentimes it can bring about some blues. Yeah, it really can. So I'm gonna give you a few things to think about. I think I have about, I don't know, maybe 9 things I want to talk about. I took some notes today. I was thinking about the things that how I feel about it, and hopefully this will help you. So if you're interested in this video, keep watching. Welcome back, everybody, to the channel. Happy holidays to you. I know everybody's getting prepared for the holiday season, getting prepared for family and loved ones and friends to come around. That's really what it's about for me. Not being so boggled down in all of the shopping. Of course, when my kids were younger, I used to shop and things like that. But as I got older, I started realizing that the most important thing for me was just having family time and being able to be together. So that's just me. But anyway, I'm going to give you some things to think about during this holiday season. If you're experiencing holiday blues, you may be seeing yourself in some of this, or it could be something that will help you if it's something that resonates with you at this time. They're not in any particular order, but just I just want to give you something to think about. One of the things I think we need to do is lower our perfection. We often want to have the perfect decorations. We want to have the perfect dinner. We want to make sure we have the perfect gift, and we run around everywhere trying to find this gift. And sometimes it's hard if stores have, shelves are empty and you can't find it, or you feel pressured to get certain things, or your meal don't turn out the way that you wanted to. Maybe the turkey was a little dry or whatever. And sometimes we just have this whole, we're clouded, our minds are so clouded with just being perfect, having everything perfect. And this is really a time to just have fun. Of course, when we eat, we want the food to be good, but if you mess up on a dish, guys, it is not the end of the world. So let's lower our perfection and just enjoy the moments. Do the best that you can, and those that love you will respect that. And maybe next year, let them make the turkey. Number 2 is to cut back on commitments. Often during this time of the year, there's a lot of holiday parties. You get invited to a lot of holiday parties. I know I used to, and I haven't gotten any in the last few years, especially these last 2 years, but I used to, and I had to pick and choose the ones that I wanted to attend, and oftentimes that meant disappointing people. But cut back on your commitments. I mean, you already have your own things you're trying to do at your home, trying to get your house prepared. And I've seen some beautiful homes here on social media with people showing their decorations and things like that, and what they're going to talking about their recipes and what they're going to cook. So you got your own things you're trying to do. You got family coming in, traveling in from different places. So lower those commitments. Tell them you'll have to get with them maybe next year, or maybe you can get together a little bit later, day after the holidays or after the new year, and get together and celebrate with your friends. But make sure that the commitments that you have are not overwhelming you, and they're the ones that you can actually keep. You don't want to be stressed out during the holidays about commitments. The next one is to focus on what matters. What is this season symbolizing to you? What is the holiday time for you? It means different things for different people. Let me just put that out there. Some people look at it on a more spiritual level. Some people look at it as family time. So whatever it is, whatever it means for you, focus on that and not be overwhelmed with trying to please everybody. And if you don't have the funds, this season could be where your money wasn't right. Don't worry about it. What matters is that you were able to share in some time with your family and friends, and that's what matters. So let's focus on what matters. Next, we're gonna say, let's try something new. I've been saying for years that I want to do a trip for the holidays, for Christmas. Rather than doing the traditional Christmas, getting together, opening presents on December 25th, having the big turkey dinner, I want to go to some Caribbean islands. I think that would be great. Or spend your holiday time, your Christmas time in the mountains, or take a cruise. Let's try something new. You never know. New traditions can happen. You could have a great time. It could be the most fabulous time you've ever had. So let's not get boggled down in traditions. It's great if you have a family tradition, but if you want to try something new, it is perfectly okay. One of the most important thing I think that you should look at is minimizing your time with difficult family members. Those people that can never be happy about anything, that's complaining about everything. They don't like the gift you got them. They don't like the turkey. They didn't like the dressing. Oh, it's hot in your house. Try to minimize your time with difficult people. I know sometimes it can be difficult, because if you have a traditional family where you all come together, sometimes all of you all in the same place at the same time. But if you can separate yourself, go to another room, go outside, and just get with those who are laughing and having a great time. But if at all possible, minimize your time with difficult people, friends and family. In line of being stressed out, stick to a budget. I used to stress out about making sure I got everything that my children wanted for Christmas. My grandson, when he was the only grandchild, I used to stress out about these gifts that he wanted, because he would send me this big list. And still today, at 16, he's still sending me this big list. So I used to stress out over that, but that's what his parents are for. If they are the type of family that, buy things off the Christmas list, I'm not going to be the one stressing over it. I'm the grandmother, and I'm going to show my grandson love, but I'm not going to stress out over getting these high dollar things. I'm going to give him me, and I'm going to give him what I can. So stick to a budget. If you have set a budget of how much you want to spend, and that could include what you're eating as well, stick to your budget and don't overspend, because when the new year comes in, you'll be stressing about how to pay all that back. The next thing I think we should think about is self-care. Making sure during the holidays that you're taking time for yourself and doing something just for you. Oftentimes we as women, we're the ones running around preparing everything, the meals and all of that. It's some men out here that cook very well, but oftentimes the women are doing the decorating, we're doing the cooking, we're doing the gift wrapping and all of that. So make sure that you try to carve out a little time for yourself to focus on some self-care. It could be just later on in the evening after everybody has eaten, you get yourself somewhere quiet so you can take you a hot bath, have you some hot cocoa, some eggnog, some wine, listen to some Christmas music, take you a hot bath, read a book. If you want to shop, go shop for yourself. But make sure during all of this season, when this is going on, one of the good ways of, overcoming this holiday blues is making sure you do some self-care and, make sure you focus on yourself a little bit. It is okay to do that. One of the things I also think we need to do is to learn how to grieve. A lot of us have lost loved ones. A lot of people have lost their parents, maybe siblings. I've lost a sibling, and friends. And so this time of the year also can be very sad, especially if you lost them around this holiday time. So grieving is really important. Sometimes we try to push it to the back. We don't want people to see us grieve, but it's okay to grieve. It's okay to let it out and to talk to the Almighty God and let him know how you're feeling and allow his comfort to surround you. Pray about it. It's okay. Stop trying to hold it in. Sometimes the best thing to do is to release it, to say what you feel, let it out so that you can go on and be able to get through this time. It's easier said than done, I know, But if you try to practice that, it possibly can bring you some relief. And the last one I have is to talk to somebody. Tell somebody what you're going through. Oftentimes we isolate ourselves during this time. People lock up in their rooms, lock up in their houses, don't answer the phone, don't want to talk to anybody. But sometimes talking to someone dear to you could be just what you need. Expressing how you feel, expressing the loneliness that you have or the hurt that you have, and allow them to give you some comfort and show you some love. It would, it's good not to be able to have to spend this time alone if you don't have to. If there's somebody in your life that sincerely wants to spend some time with you and comfort you, let them take care of you. If they want to pamper you, cook for you, let them do that. It's okay. And number one, out of all of that, in talking to someone, make sure you talk to Almighty God, because that's your creator, and he's the one that's going to be able to comfort you during this time. So make sure we're practicing some of these things. Holiday blues, every year we get to this point, and there's a lot of people celebrating. I think the majority of people are celebrating, but there's some people celebrating with people, but they're feeling blues on the inside. And then you have the ones who are isolated alone and feeling the blues. So I was hoping that this would just help someone who may be feeling a little bit of holiday Christmas blues, that it will give us some ideas to try some things. It certainly can be a hard time of the year, but it is a beautiful time of the year because people are generally happy. People are generally in a giving spirit. And that's one of the things that you can do, is be in a giving spirit. So if you're feeling down, sometimes getting out and doing things for other people can help you feel better. Go volunteer at the food bank or a soup kitchen where they're serving a holiday dinner, or delivering gifts to seniors or children that are less fortunate. I've done that a few times in my life, and just gift wrapping and doing things like that to get out, and it's so beautiful to see somebody else, especially a little face light up and be happy at this time. So often when you do that, it actually gives back to you. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you did something that someone really, really needed. So yeah, giving back and giving to others when you're feeling down often can help pick up your spirits and make you feel better. So that is all I want to share today. Hope everybody is having a great day. We're closing in on this holiday, almost to the new year. I'm looking so excited about it. I put on my little Christmas shirt. I will be wearing Christmas shirts pretty much throughout the rest of the week. And next week we do this at my job and just try to be in a festive mood, pick up the spirits, because there's all this news and stuff that we hear can have you so sad. So just bringing some cheer into our day is so helpful. And that is all I have, ladies. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I will see you in the next video. Peace and love.